Hey everyone, Bulba here, and leak season has finally come upon us. Oh boy, do we have some exciting leaks, all of which are very credible. This involves the next Smash DLC fighter potentially being leaked, and the Pokémon games on Nintendo Switch being groundbreaking. Not only that, but we could have gotten unofficial hints on a new Zelda, and a Nintendo-related trilogy. Before I get into this though, I just wanted to make it clear that these are all rumors, with some being more credible than others. With that out of the way, let's get to it. First, let's start with the Pokémon rumors, which is probably the reason you're here. Thank you to Umbra Trainer for providing the information. Anyways, a leaker by the name of King Zell decided to comment on if Pokémon 2019 will be disappointing after someone asked. Why should we trust him? Well, before we say,
I found you, faker.
Not only did he leak Let's Go and Pokémon Quest, but he also leaked A World Ends With You for Switch reveal alongside a mini direct in January of 2018, and Animal Crossing for the September 2018 direct. According to King Zell, the Pokémon 2019 games are going to be Breath of the Wild tier. What does this mean? Well, don't get your hopes up for an open world Pokémon game. It likely just means that the next Pokémon game will be a huge break in tradition, and that the franchise may finally be more modernized. In fact, even the CEO of the Pokémon company himself stated that the next game will break tradition, so this makes sense. In fact, we have yet another Pokémon leak that could hold some form of credibility. An anonymous leak on 4chan, please hear me out, quickly got the user banned within minutes. The same person under a non-anonymous account reposted the info only for it to get him banned again, as well as this time, the entire thread. It stated that the next Pokémon games will have 106 brand new Pokémon, it will have the biggest region yet, Pokémon will get another shiny form, and that the solar system will be represented by legendaries. Considering all the credible leaks and official statements regarding the next Pokémon game, I think it's safe to not expect the next games to only be Sun and Moon HD in gameplay. Not only have statements been made regarding the game breaking tradition, but also for it having a ton of new Pokémon, and that it will have the best graphics in Pokémon history. Game Freak is well aware that misleading and overhyping fans will only result in complaining, so for them to say what they've said means they're really confident in their next game. Either way, I just hope that we get a reveal soon, to be honest. Now to Smash Bros. Recently, there's been debate on who the next Smash DLC fighter will be. For those who don't know, a character code named Brave was found in the coding of Smash Ultimate. Along with Brave came his character stats such as running speed and jump height. However, recent leaks have been contradicting Brave's stats. Here is the evidence for the three possible fighters Brave could be. First up is the obvious Erdrick. For those who have been living under a bridge, there has been a recent leak from 5channel detailing Erdrick's DLC pack. The reason people are looking at it as a possible leak is because it correctly predicted that ARC was developing a Grand Blue fighting game, and that Persona 5R is a thing. It is entirely possible that this person only had sources relating to Atlas, as Atlas is related to the Grand Blue fighting game and owns Persona, and made the whole Erdrick part up. The other piece of evidence going for Erdrick is that the class of hero he is in directly translates to Brave from Japanese to English, matching with the codename. Next up is Sora. The reason people think Sora is a possibility is because when the stats of Brave are modded into another character, the floatiness and speed look like they would suit Sora very well. Also, Sora has a Valor form, which is called his Brave form in Japan, connecting him to the codename. Sora does not have too much going for him, but he's definitely still a big possibility. Finally is the one I want most, Banjo and Kazooie. When Brave stats are applied to another fighter, the character slides while turning, similar to how Banjo slides before turning. Also, Banjo starts with a B just like Brave. This could be important because Joker's codename is Jack, which starts with a J, and Piranha Plant's codename is Paku, which starts with a P. Last but not least, the way he's related to the codename is because he is referred to as a Brave hero at the end of Banjo and Kazooie. Overall, the one I want most is Banjo, but even though Erdrick doesn't look like he could work too well with the coded stats of Brave, he is still the most likely in my opinion. Now, let's hand it back to King Zell. King Zell didn't only leak Pokémon content, but also leaked to us 2 hints relating to the January 2019 Direct announcement and the next Zelda. The first thing he said is that we will be getting a trilogy and a 2D. We know thanks to him that the trilogy isn't Metroid Prime, so I believe it's a Pikmin trilogy. As for the 2D, I think it's pretty obvious that it's for Zelda, as almost all 2D Nintendo franchises have a game on Switch. What he said about the next Zelda was that if we like Breath of the Wild, we would like next year. I think it's pretty obvious that he's referring to a new Zelda mainline game, as we already know that one is in the works. This is likely not DLC because Nintendo already confirmed that they were done with Breath of the Wild. I think this mainline game would be similar to Majora's Mask, and that it reuses the engine and a few assets from the previous game to make a completely new one. Either way, I'm ready for the next open world Zelda. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm really excited to see what's coming, so let me know what you think in the comments. Also, my Twitter, Discord, and website will be in the description. I'll catch you all later.